What are we in February? Oh shit, what's going on? See how everything's green over there? Everything's green. Green, 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 green. That means spring is coming. So yeah, guys, I'm so glad I'm reading now because we never know what God has in store for us. So I could die tomorrow, but I went to the classic section. I made a list, and I don't want to tell you guys which books, but they had all the books, but there was only 2 that were in Chinese, and it makes sense because my community is a mixture of African Americans, Latinos, Asian Americans, and white Americans, and actually the lady is a Black American, the one that works in the information section of the library. There's an information section, and there's a checkout book section. And there's like a couple people walking around if you need to ask them for help and stuff. And then there's the manager. She's Asian herself. Her name's Grace. And but long story short, I was like thinking, no, they have the books, but only in Chinese. Because the library says if you want a book, you can get a book, but you have to pay the library like a small amount just for them to inquire and put that in their library, the county. This is the county's library. So you tell the county, get this book for me, I'll pay you a couple dollars, and make that part of the library. You know, that's how a library is kind of formed, you know. So I kind of like, I told the lady Kimberly, I was like, hey, you know that, I told her what I kind of thought. Like, I think some Chinese people were into finance, and they heard about this book, and they told the library, hey, can you get it in Chinese? I don't think any English person has inquired about that book yet. And she kind of was like, oh yeah, maybe that's true. I told her, yeah, there's no way, maybe if it's in Chinese, like we live in America, speak English, like no disrespect, that's me thinking. I was like, that's probably what happened. Like there was an Asian man, Chinese man, he's like, you know, I want to learn about finance, and he learned about this book, because these are pretty much new books, but most of these books, they have them, but they're just on hold. And she said she's going to email me when they're ready. So I'm like, yes. So I got so much to read, but I gotta hurry up. So, you know, fire ass green avocado like this, but I cut it with that. Now I'm gonna just eat my sandwich with it. I'm gonna give some to the fucking squirrels. I just threw it out there. I've had avocado. I hadn't had it in a while. And I don't know where my mom went. She either went to like the swap meet or something, but she got a bunch of those like light green ones. She had like a whole bag of them. Okay, I think I ate a few. But this shit, for some reason, I'm hungry. This shit tastes fucking good right now. All right, yo, so I gotta, my goal is to get, so I need to go throw some, every time I feed these squirrels next to my car, there's like squirrels from far away trying to come and get it, and they gotta do like some sandlot shit, and these fuckers are fighting them off. So I gotta disperse this shit properly. A lot of times I don't want to get on my car. There's a whole fucking like shipping company right here. There's people that park in this parking lot, and I'm just here in my corner every fucking day like a bum. It's kind of weird, right? I'm reading, but whatever. Fucking, I feel good feeding these fuckers. I even gave them some avocado today. And but I want to get to page 100, so if you guys got a book, you can follow along. I don't really need to roll up my window. A train might come for show, you know. They're always coming by the shipping yard, so. But so now we are continuing on section 3, chapter 2. Excuse me. We only have a few pages of this section, and then I'll start a new video for section 4. I'm just trying to get to page 100, so it's cool. A lot of times when there's a break between chapters and stuff, the authors don't, like, or leave the next page blank and still count it as a number. You know what I mean? It makes you, as an artist, you want, I mean, not an artist, as an author, you want to do that, like, because then it keeps your, makes your reader think it's less pages. So if you, so like if you end a chapter, some authors end a chapter and then they start one right underneath it, and some, like, even if it's one sentence on one page, they'll just start a new page for the new chapter. So that's just some author, that's just some reader suggestions to the author, because that's, when I read, that's kind of what I get, you know. So she's like the old squirrel, but she's right there. They're munching on whatever I threw at them. I feel like I could tell, like, between girls and boys, but so anyway, controlled group status. What it is and how to avoid it. I love the idea of moving my income to a C corporation. Let me roll the window. It might get hot because it's a hot day. Let me start this video over. Peace. All right, we are on, it says controlled group status. What it is and how to avoid it. I love the idea of moving my income to a C corporation and only paying 15% on the first $50,000 of income. In fact, I make about $200 per year, so I'll just set up 4 corporations to make $50 per year and each, and only pay 15% tax rate on all the money. Exclaimed Tom, testing ideas for corporations for the first time. Tom's problem. Tom found out that he couldn't work his tax strategy quite like he had thought. The reason was because of the concept of controlled groups. What is a controlled group? There are 2 types of controlled groups, parent subsidiary and brother sister. Following are the abbreviated definitions of the 2 types. Okay. I don't know what this guy's doing. Old people are weird. I'll never be weird, old person like that. Let me start it over. Peace.